Hey Hamlet, what are you reading?
Words. Words.
Words.
Oh, really? Are you sure, Mr. Literal? Are you sure there aren't other things on that page too? Are you not also reading all those dots, dashes, and these things? Punctuation is important! Punctuation is important, even if it can be confusing sometimes. I mean, really. Commas are just annoying, screw these ugly things, and who really needs parentheses? But there is one punctuation mark that it's okay to have a love affair with. I said it earlier, the dash. You've seen dashes all over the place in everything you've read, but I know for a fact that you've never once tried to use them in your own writing because dashes are so addicting that if you did know how to use them, you would already be using them all over the place and would have no reason to watch this far into the video. So for those of you who are still here, let's explain the dash and all of its beauty. But first of all, there are 3 different lines that can be used as punctuation, so let's make sure we all know the difference and then talk about the important one. The shortest is the hyphen, which of course connects words. And then there's the Emdash, which is stupid and no one cares about it. And the longest line is the favorite child. We call it the Emdash. But since hyphens are hyphens and Emdashes are stupid, we'll just call it the dash, like the Ohio State University. There can be only one. Dashes can come in pairs, or they can stand there by themselves. But no matter how many there are, they divide a sentence in half. And we'll call those 2 halves the hamburger and the french fries. The burger is the sentence without any dashes in it. French fries are the part of the sentence that go along with the dashes. You can remember this because dashes sort of look like French fries. Just remember that a burger needs to be enough food on its own. Your sentence can't be a fragment. The French fries will make your sentence better, but you need to be able to take them out and eat the burger by itself. Some people prefer to eat their French fries first, so you can put them at the beginning of a sentence with a single dash. Others prefer to eat their French fries after they've eaten their burger. Do the same thing, only reverse the order. I prefer to eat my French fries while I'm eating my burger. To put the fries in the middle of the sentence, you use 2 dashes and it looks something like this. In order to create a sentence of your own using dashes, you need to have 2 pieces of information that you want to use in a single sentence, and then you have to decide which one of those is going to be the hamburger and which one you're going to make the side of fries. Let's make a sentence that 1 acknowledges how important pizza is, and 2 also acknowledges the importance of Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew. We'll make the main part of our sentence the pizza, and then the side of fries is going to be our Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew. Here's the sentence I wrote without any dashes. You have to eat pizza if you want to have a good life. That is a full sentence. Also, words to live by. And we could leave it at that, but let's add in our French fries. You have to eat pizza, or at least Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew, if you want to have a good life. Notice how there are 2 dashes, putting this side information straight in the middle of the sentence. And if you were to take it out, you'd be left with the sentence as it was before we added the side information. Easy enough. You have to eat pizza if you want to have a good life. Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew will also work. Okay, now with this one, there's only 1 dash, and the side information is placed at the end. When you put side information at the end of a sentence like this, it's as if you're adding an afterthought. We're making it sound like we forgot to say Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew at the beginning, and we're just kind of like throwing it in there once we finish the sentence. I get the feeling that someone out there doesn't quite understand why I'm so in love with dashes after having seen them in action. So let's talk about what these little fries are doing to the sentence. First of all, it's letting you say 2 things in the same sentence. And normally, the more things you can say in a sentence, the better. Second of all, look how versatile they are. The information that goes with the dashes can either be a full sentence or not. In the first example I gave you, the information cannot be a full sentence, or at least Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew, that's a fragment. But in the second example, Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew will also work. That's a full sentence. So in some cases, you can eat the French fries without eating the burger. That's something that commas can't do, and it makes dashes a little bit more unique. But most of all, they're just fancy. You can achieve the same effects using commas, semicolons, and parentheses, but dashes can do the same job as any of those and look good while doing it. Turn left. I wasn't supposed to say that part? Okay. Not to mention, dashes put emphasis on the side information. They draw attention to the sentence as a whole, too. So you should use dashes if you think the sentence is important, or funny, or just one that you don't want the readers to skip. And on a subconscious level, dashes force the reader's eyes to dash across the page. Writers have the power to make readers read faster and will usually do so if they want to create suspense or tension. Dashes can do that. My favorite way to use dashes is to replicate the way that people speak. People are always interrupting themselves, starting a new thought in the middle of what they're already saying, and dashes can help you represent this sudden change in thought. I once wrote an entire paper on how Mark Twain used this, so it's a legitimate thing that people actually do. If I've brought you over to my side, then you're probably going to want to know how to type one of these super punctuation points on your computer. But unfortunately, the key isn't on your keyboard. In Microsoft Word, type 2 hyphens instead of a space between words. The program will automatically add a dash. In Pages for Mac, just type 2 hyphens anywhere on the page and they'll automatically turn into a dash. On Google Docs, go to Insert, Special Characters, type in dash, and then choose the longest of the 3 lines. So that's it. Go write your stories or essays or whatever with dashes. Just try to remember not to use them too much. Treat your French fries like a delicacy, and keep using commas for sentences that don't actually need to stand out. All this talk of food's made me pretty hungry. I think I'm gonna...
Not so fast.
What?
Hello, my name is Emdash blah 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 man. You insulted me. Prepare to die.
Emdash? What are you doing here? I didn't insult you. And then there's the Emdash, which is stupid and no one cares about it. I didn't insult you.
Hiya!
Oh, so that's how it's gonna be. On guard.
Touche! Haha! See ya! You don't stand a chance.
Ha!